This is a bit of a tricky question, and we don't need to rush through it. But from the first two clients, three clients you had, has your approach, the company's approach? I mean, I'm sure you've gone to now 80 employees. Um, what is it like now when you're onboarding a client as opposed to those first few clients that you had? Now growing at the scale you are, expanding globally. What does that look like for new people coming on board?
I mean, I was one of the original engineers doing a lot of this stuff. So I was heavily involved in the process of doing reviews and audits and training. So one of the big focuses for us as we have grown is how do we maintain those processes and systems, and how do we improve on them? So all of our new consultants are comfortable to go out to site and can provide that value as well. And the way we do that is we do spend a lot of time with our employees. And recently I was over in Africa spending time with some of our senior consultants, just making sure that the process was being followed and we were getting the outputs that we were looking for. So I actually go to site myself when I need to. And the same with most of our senior consultants. We really try and mentor and train. And if a client's got an engineer of ours on site, they don't have one engineer. They've essentially got our entire team that they can leverage off, which makes it a really powerful sort of combination.
You were talking about earlier about, some of those skills have sort of there people are, as people age out of the workforce, it's harder to find new people. Some of those skills are you didn't say being lost, but essentially that is part of people just don't have the experience that they used to. When you're talking about upskilling people, engineers, geologists, what generation is it? I mean, I'm sure it's a mixture of both, but are you spending a lot of time with people that have been in the workforce a long time and there's all this new technology that they need to understand, or is it new people coming in and really don't understand the mining industry? It's not where they come out of.
Yeah, it's typically the younger workforce coming in. The hardest, or the thing where I learned most of my skills was from mentors and senior people in the industry. Now, the younger professionals coming into the industry don't have that luxury.
Mm.
They don't have as many senior people that have really in depth knowledge. So they don't have as many mentors to actually learn from. So, what we've wanted to do initially in AMPS, but now AMPS Academy, is provide another opportunity for those younger professionals to actually learn some of these skills. So, the AMPS Academy, it's online training. We've got some amazing e learning experts in our team, and we draw on the broader knowledge of the industry and put together on demand training. So, as an engineer, they're able to upskill themselves on the job when they need it. So if you're moving into a planning role, you'd be able to do the short 3 to 4 hour course on planning or scheduling. So then you understand the inputs, the outputs, what questions you should be asking when you actually move into that role. So you'll be able to learn a lot faster when you've actually got a mentor and someone to actually learn from when you are on site.
When you're talking to mines, you're bringing them on. They trying to improve because of something that's coming, or are a lot of times you're dealing when they're having issues and they're realizing their staff is not up to where they need to be, and now they're bringing you in. Sort of what stage do these conversations start happening? Is I guess what I'm asking.
Yeah, as an industry as a whole, so the global resource industry, we're not great at learning before we need the information,
Mm.
and typically we're coming in when something's going wrong, and we need to try and upskill and train. We are slowly getting better, and we are slowly investing more in our engineers and geologists, and that's why the AMPS Academy is being launched at such a perfect
Yeah.
time, because we really need to be able to train and educate people a lot more before we get to that roadblock or the hurdles that we actually encounter.